Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Digital Hustle Podcast. Before we jump into today's topic, I've got a quick question for you. Are you interested in a way to potentially turn just 15 minutes a day into $200, maybe even $800 daily simply by reading proven scripts? If that sounds even a little bit intriguing, you're going to want to check out the very first link in the description below when we're done here. Okay, so today we're diving into something called Legend Story Lab. It claims to be a major shortcut into the absolute gold rush that is children's content. The big question is it really the business in a box it's made out to be? Let's break it down.
All right, first things first. To really understand why a product like this even exists, you've got to wrap your head around the sheer size of the market it's targeting. We're not just talking about a popular niche. The children's content boom is a massive, evergreen industry that just keeps on growing.
And when I say massive, I mean it. Check out this number. The global kids content industry is valued at over $100 billion annually. That's an unbelievable amount of money flowing through everything from YouTube videos and mobile apps to eBooks and audio stories. And the best part, the audience is constantly renewing itself.
Now, it's not just about the money, it's about the eyeballs. This data, which comes from Pew Research, is pretty wild. On a platform like YouTube, children's content gets, on average, 3 times more views than other types of content. 3 times! That's a huge engagement advantage for anyone creating in this space.
So, who's driving all this demand? Well, it's parents and teachers, and they are actively on the hunt for good stuff. This stat from a Nielsen report is really eye-opening. It says parents are spending over 200 hours a year, that's like 5 full work weeks, just trying to find stories that are safe, engaging, and have a good message. They are hungry for quality content.
Okay, so we've got a huge market and desperate customers. It sounds like a perfect recipe for success, right? Well, here's the catch. There's a whole series of roadblocks that stop most aspiring creators dead in their tracks before they even get started.
And I bet a lot of you can relate to these. You know the feeling. You sit down, ready to create, and you're just staring at that intimidating blank page. Writer's block. Ugh! Or maybe you manage to get a story done, but the moral lesson feels a little weak or inconsistent. And then there's the big one, the production trap. You spend all your time and energy on the tedious, technical parts of making the video that you have zero time left to actually market yourself and scale your brand.
This is the central question that this product is built around. It's positioning itself as more than just a tool. The whole idea is to give you a way to completely bypass those common hurdles and take a more direct path from idea to a finished, profitable product.
So we've laid out the problem. What exactly is the proposed solution? Well, the core concept is a done-for-you system. It's designed to completely remove the hardest, most time-consuming parts of the content creation journey. At its heart, Legend Story Lab is a curated library of pre-written scripts. The best way to think of them is as complete creative blueprints. They're specifically designed for making kids content and, this is a really key part, they are optimized to work perfectly with the new wave of AI video generation tools that are making things so much easier. The main promise here is all about speed and volume. In the world of YouTube and online content, consistency is king. This product is positioned as a sort of secret weapon, allowing you to publish high-quality content way faster than your competitors, letting you build up a huge library of stories without the creative burnout.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But what do you actually get inside the box? Let's take a look inside the lab and see what's included.
The centerpiece of the whole thing is this number, 102. That's 102 complete, professionally written and polished scripts. And we're not talking about simple outlines here. According to the source, these are fully fleshed out stories based on timeless legends ready for you to use literally the second you get them. And to give you some perspective on what that means, those 102 scripts add up to almost 50,000 words of content. That is a massive head start. It's like being handed a library of polished material that could fuel your content channel for months or even years.
Now, what's really cool is that these are so much more than just dialogue. Each script is basically a mini production guide. You get scene-by-scene breakdowns, which is absolutely perfect for plugging into AI animation tools. You get suggestions for music styles, detailed character descriptions, and, crucially for this market, every single story has a clear, positive moral lesson baked right in.
And this is the intended workflow, which is just brilliant in its simplicity. Step 1, you pick a script from the library. Step 2, you copy and paste the scene descriptions into your favorite AI video tool. Step 3, you generate the video, add a voiceover, and hit publish.
It transforms what used to be a really complicated process into a simple, streamlined system. There's also a layer of strategy here that I really like. The scripts are intentionally written to create videos that are between 5 and 8 minutes long. Why? Because that's the sweet spot for the YouTube algorithm. It's all designed to maximize watch time, which is the #1 metric for getting your videos seen. You know, speaking of maximizing things, if you're getting some value out of this breakdown, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the Digital Hustle podcast. It really helps the channel grow, and it means a ton. Thanks for that. All right, now this next part is where things get really, really interesting in my opinion. This product isn't just pitched as a way to make videos. It's framed as a complete business in a box for digital entrepreneurs.
And the key that unlocks this whole business model is something called private label rights, or PLR. If you've never heard of this, listen up because it is a total game changer. PLR means you don't just get to use the content, you essentially get to own it. You can modify it, put your own name and branding all over it, and even resell it as your very own product while keeping 100% of the profits. It is incredibly powerful.
Once you have those PLR rights, the possibilities just explode. That one script isn't just one YouTube video anymore. Nope. You can turn it into a children's ebook and sell it on Amazon Kindle. You can record it as an audiobook for Audible. You can break it down into a series of blog posts or dozens of social media clips. You could even repackage the scripts and sell them yourself. The whole idea is to create multiple income streams from a single asset.
So the entire pitch really rests on these 3 core pillars. First, you're tapping into a massive high-demand market that isn't going anywhere. Second, you get that PLR license, which gives you the power to resell the content for 100% profit. And third, you get the amazing flexibility to build multiple income streams from just one initial purchase.
The way the source material frames this is as a perfect storm, a unique moment in time. You have 2 gigantic trends converging right now. The explosion of easy-to-use AI tools that are making content creation accessible to everyone, and the simultaneous gold rush for high-quality kids' content. The argument is that this product sits right at the intersection of those 2 powerful forces.
So ultimately, it really boils down to this simple comparison. The old way means starting from zero, staring at that blank page, and spending weeks of effort on a single piece of content. The shortcut way that's being offered here means you start with a finished script, a library of 102 ideas, and the ability to create multiple videos in a single day. It's the difference between building from scratch and starting with a pre-built business.
And all of this leaves us with a final, really interesting question to think about. As packages like this become more and more common, what does it mean for the future of the creator economy? Is this done-for-you model the new standard for creating content in a specific niche? Does it level the playing field and give the little guy a chance? Or does it change the very nature of what it means to be creative? It's a fascinating question. If this shortcut sounds like something you want to explore, you can get your copy of Legends Story Lab by checking out that link right in the description below. Thanks so much for tuning in.